When I first arrived at the Sterling family estate, I was just a simple girl from the countryside, dressed in my faded white sundress, pulling my old suitcase along the manicured paths of their massive villa compound. It was my nicest dress, but it stuck out like a sore thumb against the opulent backdrop. Even the security guards at the gate were dressed better than me. The sun beat down hard that day, so I paused to wipe sweat from my forehead with a handkerchief. Then came the roar of motorcycles approaching, screeching to a halt with tires leaving long skid marks on the pavement. I froze in fear as a group of teenage boys, around 17 or 18, pulled up beside me. The leader removed his helmet, eyeing me with amused curiosity before smirking. He had a buzz cut, a silver chain around his neck with a simple ring pendant, and eyes that could seem gentle but were sharpened by his edgy vibe. His faint smile made me grip my suitcase tighter, and I mumbled a soft yes when he asked if I was the new arrival. He paused, his expression turning stormy, demanding I speak louder. Lighting a cigarette right in front of me, he leaned against his bike and asked my name with clear hostility. I answered softly, on a steel. He grinned wickedly, mocking how my mom was marrying into the Sterlings, yet I still carried my old surname. I frowned but insisted that's who I was. One of his friends teased him about his new sister having spunk, but he snapped coldly that she wasn't his sister. His mom had only given birth to him. Later, I learned this hostile boy was the infamous Damien Sterling, the young heir known in elite circles for his explosive temper, rebellious streak, fighting, and untamed arrogance. He was the perfect picture of a wild, dominant alpha male in the making. But when my mom took my suitcase and asked how I liked the place, I hid the encounter, linking arms with her and saying it was great, that everyone was kind. People whispered I was lucky, a sparrow turned phoenix, and they weren't wrong. I'd gone from rural nobody to envied Sterling heiress. Yet, lying on the soft king-sized bed in my lavish room, I felt uneasy. Everything screamed I didn't belong. My mom had finally found happiness after years of hardship. My dad died in a construction accident before I was born, a tragedy covered up by greedy executives who skimped on safety. She fought for justice while pregnant, but got nothing. Growing up, everyone told me to be good, that she had it tough raising me alone. I wanted her happy, so I couldn't act out. That black sedan pulling into our village changed everything. A suited man stepped out, addressing me as Miss Honest Steel, introducing himself as the Sterling butler, Chin. My mom was marrying his boss, and he was there to take me to my new life in their world. So here I was. Damien didn't like me or my mom, but I didn't blame him. I sensed his hidden insecurity, fearing he'd become the outsider. Like me, his family was broken. His mom died in childbirth, leaving him without a mother's love. His dad built a massive business empire, but neglected him. And by the time he noticed, the damage was done. Now, with this marriage of convenience blending our families, Damien and I would be siblings. My mom urged me to win him over with kindness. Watching him storm upstairs, slamming his door with a thunderous bang, I thought this would be a long battle. I first met Christian Grey at my mom's wedding to Mr. Sterling. He was Mr. Sterling's powerful business partner, and the families were close. At just 27, he was the youngest billionaire CEO in their circle, his status unshakable. A true obsessive alpha male with a dark romance aura, like a mafia boss in a suit. Half the guests were there hoping to network with him. Mom warned me to be careful. Rumors painted him as cold, ruthless, never sparing face. I kept that in mind, but the crowd was overwhelming, and some girls cornered me in the hallway, their superior glares making me squirm. They mocked me as Damien's new sister, a country bumpkin, and one tried splashing wine on my gown. Worth a fortune, courtesy of Mr. Sterling. I dodged and splashed juice back on her in self-defense. Furious, she ordered her friends to grab me, calling me a worthless outsider. I hiked up my skirt and ran, bursting into a room marked VIP lounge. Rushing in blindly, I collided with a tall, imposing man emerging from inside. He was so tall I only reached his chest. His arms instinctively wrapped around my waist, pulling me close against his firm body. My face pressed to his chest, feeling the heat, inhaling a faint tobacco scent. Panicking, I looked up into his deep, dark eyes. He tilted his head slightly, his jawline sharp and defined. Studying me with a low, velvety voice that made my heart race, he asked if I was okay. I pulled away, apologizing, and, seeing his youth, hesitantly called him brother. He raised a brow, amused, repeating it with a teasing lilt that suggested he was pleased. "You say what?" I repeated, "Brother, sorry." He hummed, his tone lifting, as if in a good mood. "You're much more obedient than Damien." Despite his young age, he exuded endless authority, like a possessive husband used to commanding. He scanned me discreetly and asked my name. "Honest deal." He arched a brow. "How old?" 15, in ninth grade. His gaze deepened. "Christian Grey. By generation, you should call me Uncle. My ears burned with embarrassment. He was the one Mom said not to offend. I could salvage this. "Hello, Uncle." He didn't seem to mind, his lips curving lazily. Good girl." That simple praise made me fidget more. He stepped forward, and just when I thought he'd say nothing, his casual voice dropped pretty obedient. With that, he opened the door with one hand, the other in his pocket, his long fingers accentuated by a luxury watch, a Cartier, gleaming under the lights. I stood frozen, my heart fluttering like feathers brushed it. Why did he call me obedient? He leaned in the doorway, glancing at my stunned self with a light scoff, his tone nonchalant. "Let's go, Anna." When Christian Grey appeared in the grand hall, conversations hushed, eyes darting his way. I followed carefully, keeping a small distance, my steps tiny. He slowed imperceptibly, then stopped, waiting for me without a word. Whispers erupted, "Who's that with Mr. Grey?" He stopped for her? What relationship? She's so young, he could be her uncle. Probably a relative. We should befriend her, might connect us to him. Christian stood there, eyes lowered, looking handsome and relaxed, ignoring the stares. I hurried, but my heavy gown nearly tripped me. His large hand gripped my wrist, the other steadying my waist with firm pressure, veins bulging slightly from the effort. The cool touch on my skin gave me goosebumps. Looking up into his cool gaze, his low voice rumbled overhead. "Anna, this is the second time you've stumbled in front of me." I pulled away, mortified at embarrassing myself twice, cheeks heating. "Sorry, not on purpose." He glanced casually, then lightly tapped the back of my head. "No need to apologize. Not blaming you, just focus when walking. Kids overthink too much." Though his face held polite distance, my heart warmed a bit. This Christian Grey wasn't like the rumors. Arrogant, cold-blooded, requiring utmost caution. He seemed gentlemanly. I smiled up at him. "Got it. Thanks, Mr. Grey." Our eyes met Damien's across the crowd. His face, fine earlier, now darkened terribly. He glared coldly. Why was Damien angry again? Throughout the banquet, thanks to Christian, everyone treated me with respect. Mom said he was implicitly endorsing my status as a sterling. No one could bully me now. In the corner, nibbling desserts, my gaze wandered to him, surrounded by admirers, yet alone, fingers idly tracing his glass, polite smile masking emotionless eyes. My eyes shifted, accidentally locking with Damien's stormy gaze from his corner spot with his biker friends. They laughed around him, but he stared intensely, cigarette in hand, cold intent in his eyes. I looked away, then peeked back. He hadn't moved. Had I offended the young heir again? I braced for trouble, but the event passed peacefully. At the family gathering after, Damien was missing. Mr. Sterling grumbled about his unruly son skipping their first blended family meal, worrying if he was eating. Glancing at his closed door, I wondered where he'd gone so late. Deep into night, I heard his door open. He was back. I jumped from bed, heated food downstairs, and carried it to his room. Lights on, I knocked softly, twice no answer. On the third, he yanked it open, dripping water from a fresh wash, face icy. "Brother, you haven't eaten?" His eyes narrowed. "None of your business." Undeterred by his gruffness, I offered the meal Mr. Sterling left. He eyed me, then grudgingly allowed put it on my desk. Thrilled, eyes brightening, I entered. First boys' room I'd seen, scented with faint smoke and body wash. I set it down quickly and left. "Eat slowly, brother." Leave it in the kitchen. I'll wash tomorrow. He said nothing, just watched from the doorway. As I reached my room, he called Anna. He remembered my name? Yes. His tone mocking. Heard you got bullied by some girls at the banquet. I hesitated. Just an accident. Pathetic, he interrupted coldly. His dark eyes pinned me, silencing protests. After a pause, he ruffled his hair irritably. Voice gruff. If you're in the Sterlings now, don't embarrass us. If someone bullies you, fight back. Plenty will back you up. Slam, he shut the door. Stunned, I smiled. Was that concern? So Tsundra, this young master, all bark. You're mine, baby girl, and I'll punish anyone who dares to look at you wrong. Touch her and die. In the Sterling family that year, I was just starting 9th grade while Damien was in 11th at the city's top high school. Despite his fights and trouble, his grades were stellar. At breakfast, Mr. Sterling asked which high school I aimed for. As Damien entered with his helmet, I blurted I'd try for his school. He paused upstairs, scoffing. You? Dream on. But after that night, I saw Damien's softer side and stopped fearing him. I boldly inserted myself into his life, smiling despite his scowls and rejections. He was family now. I had to be good to him. Over the year, my persistence paid off. He started treating me like one of his own. Where he went, I followed. At first, he'd frown, stop tailing, annoying. Gradually, he'd hoist me onto his motorcycle's back seat, helmeting me himself, face stern, hold tight. I'd hug his waist, teasing, then drive slow, brother. He'd glance, so demanding, don't push it. But he'd ease the speed. My efforts worked. He even joined family meals, though glaring at Mr. Sterling half the time. Our bond warmed. Circles said to find me, find Damien, and vice versa. Now to find him, find Anna. The little miss tames the young master's temper. When my entrance exam results came, Damien cared more than I did, sighing relief at my acceptance. I expected praise, but he averted eyes awkwardly anyway. As a Sterling, other schools would embarrass me. I sighed, expecting compliments from him. Revolution ongoing. In 10th grade, Damien 12th. On day one I spotted those banquet girls, now seniors. They saw me, faces paling, fleeing like ghosts. Confused, but no time to ponder. High school was adolescence's haze. I had my secret crush. The school invited an alumnus to speak, much older than us. In the dim auditorium, a tall, straight-backed man appeared, checking his Van Cleef watch before ascending. Lights focused on him as he tapped the mic. Students, I'm Christian Grey. Applause thundered. I clapped hardest, heart exploding fireworks. Finally, his side profile was chiseled, suit hugging his broad frame, expression cool yet lazy. His low, clear voice filled the space. Girls whispered, so hot, that face. Bet he's single, too perfect for anyone. I smiled silently. I knew Christian was single. Close to the Sterlings, he dined at our New York penthouse often, his presence commanding, even Damien quieted. At 27, a billionaire CEO with an age gap that made my respect mix with fear. I barely spoke to him post-banquet, but observed obsessively. Mature, charming, his voice mesmerizing. From Mr. Sterling's chats, I learned he was unattached. Mr. Sterling teased about marriage. You're not young. Time to date. Christian dismissed lazily, too troublesome. Mr. Sterling laughed. You haven't met the one. When you do, no trouble's too much. Christian drained his wine. Maybe, hoped so. Somehow my feelings shifted, from admiration to longing, from respect to striving toward him. He visited our luxury lifestyle home often. I'd casually stroll the gardens, bumping into him. Outsiders called him emotionless, a work machine, but he asked about my studies like an uncle. Our talks lacked romance, yet thrilled me. Speaking to him, my palms sweated, smiles failing. He noticed my tension, overheard from Mr. Sterling. His most said, study hard. I'd reply, yes, Mr. Grey. He'd brow raise, uncle. Too close once, his woodsy scent enveloping. I blushed, you're young. Don't want to call uncle. He scanned me, making me duck, then chuckled, nothing. Just see our little Anna's got sharp eyes. Heart trembling, little Anna? First nickname. My pulse raced wildly. Over 3 high school years, my diary held my unspoken crushes. careful, budding love fueling my drive. I knew our gap, hit it deep. He saw me as a junior. I couldn't cross lines. My high school was quiet, few friends. Later realized Damien's protection. I got one love letter, a clean-cut boy, blushing, confessed on a muggy afternoon. Before replying, I had someone, a cold voice cut like who? Damien's face thunderous. Brother? His eyes iced those two words to me. No hesitation, I apologized to the boy and left. Damien gripped my wrist hard, pulling me away, glancing back darkly. Next day, the boy transferred. Family issues, rumor said. After no confessions, even girls distanced. Nearing graduation, Mr. Sterling asked my college choice, a university. No hesitation. Damien's gaze deepened. Why not mine? I like jewelry design. It's best there. He shrugged casually. Really? Yes, an unspoken Christian's alma mater. Exams smooth, long summer ahead. I took my first step. Dialing his saved number, heart pounding. It rang, his cool hello differed, icier. I froze. Paper rustling, then again hello? Mr. Gray, it's Anna. Silence stretched eternally. Finally, lazy Anna, what's up? Stammering, I explained, choosing jewelry design. His company topped nationally. Wanted to intern. Simple, but tension mangled my words. He listened patiently. Done, anxious for reply. Lazy tone, learning's good. Report tomorrow. Joy surged, really? Haven't told Mr. Sterling. He chuckled, I'll call. Come to my office, top floor. Gripping phone, grinning, thanks, Mr. Gray. Casual, no problem. As I hung, he added, Anna? Yes. Next call, don't be nervous. Heart raced, a pebble rippling my lake, sinking deep. Later learned he'd paused a board meeting for my call. Execs knew an intern with pull was coming. People can get spoiled. Contrary to expectations, Christian spoiled me outrageously. Maybe Mr. Sterling's influence. My workspace? A glass-enclosed nook in his executive suite atop the New York skyscraper, overlooking the city. He saw in, I saw out. At work, he was fierce, the rumor's source. Temper flaring, elders cowered, a glance chilled partners. But with me? Tolerant. Day one, assistant Sheen warned, no loud talk, no eating, boss hates it. I barely breathed. He noticed, easing, relax. Day two, a cupcake appeared. Puzzled, I eyed him. He coughed awkwardly. Sheen grabbed extra. Daily cupcakes followed. I knew he smoked, but his pack stayed sealed since my arrival. His care, unique to me or just manners? I overthought, growing bolder, chattering questions, hesitating designs. He tapped the desk. Anna, decide. Lately hesitant? I nodded fiercely. He low chuckled, tingling me. Hesitation misses chances. Don't fear, I'll launch whatever. A bit dominant. He never skimped praise. Tiny progress earned good job, like a kid. Growing up, praise rare. Everyone stressed obedience. But I needed validation. Thought maybe he felt different toward me, such patience. My first necklace launched, selling out in an hour. He gifted the first sold. Even designers deserve rewards. Why name it Miss Gray? Fingers tracing, I said 18's life's prettiest age, a memento. Unsaid, miss for missing, Gray for him. I basked in success, thinking talent, until overhearing him with a friend. File slammed. Look, is this design good? Friend, pretty. You? Changed, lying now? Heard you bought all under aliases. Christian lit a smoke casually. Yeah. You hate losses, billions and gems. He asked, so what? Girl's happy. Friend, you've changed. Never spoiled anyone. Too much for Sterling's girl. Casual kid deserves pampering. Friend, you like her? She's pretty, adult now. Gaze sharp. William, overthinking. Just a Sterling kid, duty to care. Friend, yes, she's young. You'd want someone older. Heart soared, then crashed, cold water dousing. Knew it was Mr. Sterling's tie, but hearing hurt. Good timing, last internship day. Couldn't face him, his composure versus my sinking. Dream over, long enough. Entering college, I got a nominal boyfriend. Yes, fake, we met once. His photo blew up school forums, dubbed aloof heartthrob. On the field, he blocked me. Help me? What? Fake a scandal, kiss. Why me? Your prettiest, realistic. Next day, rumors flew. I didn't clarify. Word reached home. At dinner in our penthouse, Mr. Sterling dished chicken Anna in love? Friend at your school told. About to explain, glimpsed Christian's indifferent face, nodded defiantly. His serving paused, eyes darkening. Smug briefly, then he said coolly good, right age for love. If Anna likes fine. Choked, I ate silently. Crash, Damien smashed his bowl, glaring, storming up. Silent till night. Like old times, I heated food, entered his dark room. Before calling brother, he pinned me to the wall, back aching. In shadows, forehead to mine, eyes red-rimmed. Am I not spoiling you enough? Why other men? His questions obsessive, eyes possessive. Fear rose, pieces connected from when. He gripped shoulders hard, hurting. Trembling, I called brother, what's wrong? Tears fell uncontrollably, splashing his hand. He snapped awake, panicking, wiping them but stopping. You fear me? Suppressing shakes no. He cold laughed sarcastically, I'm your brother, so you're nice. Frowning, what to say? Aren't you? He turned, voice hoarse, sorry, scared you. Leave me. Illusion or not, he sounded teary. Brother, eat, I heated it. Softly shut door. Next day, Damien normal downstairs, like nothing. But changed, yielded everything, no tempers, cared like a true brother. Accepting the role? Christian skipped home dinners a week. Heard he was sick, high fever. Chin called frantic. Why call me not 911? He refuses hospital, mumbling your name. My name? Absurd, but worried, I taxied to his luxury penthouse. Chin opened, handed keys, I'll go. So eager? Inside vast, one door ajar. Seen nearly nosebleed Christian in loose robe, chest exposed, water droplets trailing from jaw over Adam's apple to torso. Gulped, body sculpted perfectly. He item used Anna, nosebleed. Blushing, wiped thanks, felt it. Chin said you can't move, why shower? He stunned at you formal, self-mocking dating, now distant? Frowning Chin's words brought me. Eyes deep, side bent to eye level, I am sick. Place my hand on forehead, scalding. Mr. Gray, bed rest. Showering? What a faint. Voice low, heard you coming. Stunned, showered for me? Shook thought, no more sinking. I'll call Chin for hospital, fever, need check. Grabbing wrist as I turned, air charged, touch electric. Gaze on his throat, it bobbed. Suddenly, light peck on lips, brain blank, first kiss. Though brief, eyes darkened, voice husky Anna, dump that song guy. You investigated? Light laugh, airy watched you grow. He's unfit, entangled with your teacher. Good girl, he doesn't deserve you. But you said if I like. Regret flashed, gritting screw that, I was stubborn. Anna, I don't know when. Slapped his hand, don't understand what you're saying. Fled, heart pounding, exposure risk. Was this post-dating clarity? He liked me? Tables turned. Post that, before talking, he traveled, sick still. Heard issues tough, imagined him collapsing mid-work. No one caring. Already upset, Chin's call played sad music. Shut it. Why BGM? So dramatic, what atmosphere? Music stopped. Awkward cough to empathize with boss. Successful. I wiped tears, gritting gray, let him tell me. Chin hedged, hung up. Men, no loyalty. Monday, forums exploded song's official post. Youth crush, now hold hands openly. Photo him gazing adoringly at a gentle smiling woman, like pup craving pets. Woman, my physics teacher, icy goddess. Her ploy for jealousy. Stared at their clasped hands. Must have epic story, hardships worth it. Psalm's announcement busted our rumor. Damien's mood lifted. Daily school pickups with treats. Holding hot dorayaki brother, no need troublesome. He averted overthinking, on the way. But shop's remote alley, many skip for distance. I'd mentioned yesterday, today delivered. Coincidence? Noticed his fidgety fingers, nervous tick. Smiled thanks brother, I'll finish. His lips twitched up, feigning nonchalance, yeah, next time too. Week without Christian, subsidiary troubles thorny. Annoyed if older could help. But young, clueless, no sharing burdens. Wished born earlier, less gap, be Damien's sister, care openly without him yielding his brother. Reality too young. Evening, with Mr. Sterling at auction banquet in opulent hall. Bored on balcony during break, usually Christian accompanied, now alone while he networked. Phone rang Christian. Grinned wildly, he called, but delayed answering. Too eager looks desperate. Though true. Counted to 10, picked up freedom, deep breath, casual hello. His low voice thrilled, heard you got dumped. No. Never dated, don't assume. He seemed to chuckle, paused, then on a steel. Leaning on railing, idly at dress what? Consider me? Heart skipped, breath held. Muffled laugh Anna, breathed during thinking, don't hold. Darn, he knows everything. Pouted no, you're too old. Gasped laugh, you know nothing. Older means better at caring. Shadows fell. Looked up, Christian in crisp suit before me, light brown eyes twinkling playfully. Face to neck flushed, he saw my antics? Head down, staring, shoes mortified. He laughed, teasing cute, not embarrassing. Head turned sulkily. Rumored woman avoiding mogul, sighed our little Anna angry? Huffed. Hands pocketed, bent close Anna. What's my name? With eyes Christian. Straight and sorry, don't be mad, okay? Pathetic. I melted to his charm, no anger left. That night, dodged his consider question. Softly arrogant Mr. Sterling says date high standard. He'll vet. Depends on your performance, Mr. Gray. Voice tingling fine. Heard post return, he messaged company chat meeting tomorrow, all attend. Topic chasing girl 12 years younger. 8 a.m. bring plans, especially married folks. Meeting dragged morning long. Sheen told. I laughed uncontrollably. How? Uncle Christian, this old man's cute. Handles billion-dollar deals, but not me? Easy ask. Thought big move post-meet, nothing. Gritted to Sheen expecting what? Coincidentally, school invited him speak. Hall packed. Overflow outside for glimpse of legend. Wanted go despite awkwardness, miss no moment. But crowded, no seat. Christian eyed him casually, scoffed lightly, continued unwrapping little Damien. Soon call you brother. Mind? Damien iced your 12 older. Mr. Sterling, no? Slow told early. He looked bad, called me beast, but accepted. Pulling generations closer. Damien darkened. Christian ignored, held gummy, bent close little good girl, first chase. If lacking, tell me okay? Voice drilled heart, tingling, forgot cursing him liar. So close, saw self in eyes, woodsy scent wrapped. Pulse quickened. Darn, even warned, fell for him. He led my nose, but happy. Silent, his eyes tensed unhidden. Saw clear. Sipped, smiled okay. Relieved, serious, don't rush. Reject sometimes. Follow plan fully. Damien scoffed. Christian brow raised, pocketed hands, straightened, glanced Damien, lifted hand naturally, took my backpack from him, slung on himself. Weather perfect. I led with tea, steps bouncy, shadow long in sun. They followed, seeming friendly. Or not, heard Damien mutter shameless. Christian light laughed, gaze fixed on my back Anna? Yes? Slow down, good. Student loves pure, shy, unsaid yet felt. Maybe all clumsily loved their hearts won. My hopeless crush? Youth's biggest bet. No. My diary pages carefully inked your name, veiled love. My youth short, one name summed it.